Hello everyone. Hope you all are fit and fine. Dear students, we know that due to corona pandemic the whole country is struggling with school, teachers and lack of educations. Most of the schools of the country have started online classes. You must take advantage of this opportunity. So in today's session, I will explain chapter 1 of class 6 science textbook, that is sources of food. Let us begin with introduction. We all eat chapati and rice, bread and butter, fruits, vegetables and pulses. We also include vegetable oil, cooking oil, butter and desi ghee. Some of us also eat eggs, meat, chicken and fish, and all of us drink milk. So these are some of the examples of food. In fact, anything which we eat to live is called food. Now some questions are there that why we need food, what is the importance of food, how does food provide energy. So let's start this chapter. First, why we eat food. Food is necessary for us because it provides matter for growth of our body, energy to do work. We cannot define food as food is the substance eaten by us to do work, grow, maintain our body and remains healthy. You can compare it with fuel, like food is like a fuel for our body. Just as petrol is a fuel for a car, in the same way, food is fuel for our body. We must eat food to stay alive. It is not only human beings who eat food. In fact, all the animals eat food to live. No living things can survive without food. So, food is very precious and we should not waste food in any way. Okay? Now, our meals always include a variety of food items, and a food always have variety in it. Variety makes our food fun and healthy. Imagine every day eating burger and pizza every day from Sunday to Saturday. In breakfast, in lunch, in dinner, only burger and pizza. It sounds good, but it's so unhealthy. So each and every day having the same food will definitely add some boredom to it and will not be healthy. So make sure that your food should have a variety in it and all the basic nutrients should be covered in your diet. And that is why it is advised to have a balanced diet. Some food required many ingredients, while some required very few ingredients. Now, what do you mean by ingredients? By the term ingredient, you mean that the different raw materials that are required to prepare a dish. So, by the term, you can say that the raw materials required to prepare a food are called ingredients. Okay? We can do this with the one example. See, some food need many ingredients. You can take the example of sambar and chicken curry. First, I will explain with sambar. In sambar, you will add some pulses, some vegetables, lots of spices and water. In case of chicken curry also, you need chicken, spices, oil or ghee, water, salt. Whereas if you take the example of boiled rice, the boiled rice, it will be only rice, water and salt. Okay? So here one activity is given in which you have to find out some food items. Like I am giving you to write. First you will find for dal, idli and for vegetable curry. Okay? For these three, you have to find the ingredients that are used to make these food and the sources from where we get that ingredients. Clear? Now about eating habit of animals. Animals are unable to make their own food. Means they cannot make their own food, they depend on ready-made food. So animals obtain their food from plants or other animals which they eat. So what kind of food do animals eat? On the basis of their eating habit, we have three different types of animals. Some which feed on plants, these are herbivores. Some are feed on animals, that are carnivores, and some which feed on both, means plants and animals, they are omnivores. Talking about herbivore, the animals eat only plants or their product. They are called herbivores. Examples of herbivores: goat, cow, buffalo, sheep, horse, deer, camel. They are considered in herbivore animals because they eat plant and their products. Products means leaf, greens, fruits, bark of the tree. Okay, so these are called herbivores. About carnivores, the animals eat only other animals, means flesh of other animals like lion, tiger, frog, vulture, lizard, snake also. They are in carnivores. Carnivores are meat eater. Now last one is omnivore. Some animals eat both plants as well as other animals as a food. They are called omnivores. Human beings also included in omnivores. Some other examples are dog, cat, crow, hen, sparrow, and also. Okay, so these are the three different kinds of animals that we differentiate on the basis of their eating habit. Now the food we consume, they are obtained from two main sources, that is plant source and animal source. In plant source, we got fruit, vegetables, grain, spices, oil, sugar and nuts. In animal sources, we have got meat, fish, egg, milk, honey. And one more thing, all your dairy products, means paneer, cheese, cream, butter, they also falls under the animal sources. So as a source of food, plants are versatile. Means all plant parts, fruit, leaves, root, stem, seeds are edible. All the parts of the plant are eaten in some form of other. Like we eat the spinach leaf, we eat the spinach leaf, we eat the lotus stem, we eat seeds like nuts, grains, we also eat roots like carrot. So all the parts of the plants are eaten. Now moving towards sprout. When the seeds begin to grow or germinate, developing by a tiny roots. See, tiny roots are shown here, these roots like structure. Okay? They are called sprouts. And the sprouts contain more of vitamin A, B and C, which make them more nutritious food. The method or process of making a sprout is called sprouting. So what is the method that we can prepare the sprouts? Okay, one thing, that for making sprouts, the seeds of moong and chana, means green gram, we can use for making sprout. See, one activity is given here for the preparation of sprouts. You have to take about 50 gram of seeds of chana or moong, green gram. Put them in a vessel containing water and keep them overnight. Next day, remove the seeds from water Now wrap the seeds in a piece of wet cloth and keep them aside for 1 day. Water should be sprinkled on the piece of cloth from time to time. Now, what will happen when we open the wrapped seeds? We will see the tiny white structure have grown out of the seeds. These tiny white structure arise. Now we can say that the seeds have sprouted and that the sprout have been formed. Okay. Now sprouts can be boiled and eaten as a snack after adding some salt or spices. Okay. Now here are some animal products that we consume as a food. So what are the food that we get from animals? Egg, mutton, fish, butter, honey, cheese, yogurt or curd, and milk. An important animal product which is used as a food is milk. Milk can be used as such for drinking purpose or it is converted into other useful products. Milk products or dairy products like curd, butter, ghee, cheese, paneer. The other animal products which are used as a food are eggs, chicken, mutton and fish. Eggs we eaten in the form of boiled egg or omelette or egg curry. Chicken, mutton and fish, it is used to prepare a large number of dishes. Fish also give us cod liver oil which is rich in vitamin A. Cod is a kind of fish. Now another animal product which we used as a food is honey. In Hindi it is called as madhu or shahad. So honey is a food material which is produced by insects that called bees or honeybees. Bees collect the nectar. Nectar means sugary liquid from flower of the plants and converted it into honey. And the bees store this honey structure in their hives and that are called as beehives. Okay. So we have just studied that the food which we eat comes from two sources, that are plant sources and animal sources. Actually, if we trace the animal food back to see where it comes from, we will find that even the animal food comes from plants, because all the animals which give us various food products themselves eat plant. For example, milk. Milk comes from cow which eat grass. Similarly, eggs. Eggs come from hen which eat green. Meat comes from goat which eat grass or greens as a food. Okay.